Hey, good morning, you mountain men. How y'all doing this morning? Hey, it's Saturday morning. It is about 30 degrees. It's freezing here in the mountains. I'm at 4,000 feet. What I'm going to show you guys how to do today, you all, is you saw me use my flint and steel the other day and make a fire with char cloth. Well, today I want to show you how the mountain men made charred wood. They took punk wood, and that's just any type of rotting wood that you can easily just get it with your hands and put it in their container and char the stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collect some, and then we'll go over here. Well, I hope that Hero does a good job on that right there. You see this wood right here? The inside of this wood is just rotting, and it's really punky, as you can see. And that's exactly what we're looking for right there. That punky wood. So I'm going to take this punky wood and carry it, you guys, over here. So you can hear that wind howling. It is going to be howling today because there's a storm that come through last night, and this frigid wind is what's right behind it. I see a huge rock right down there, and I'm going to go down there and get behind that rock. Like I say, we're at 4,000 feet. You can see here. So let's go down there and get in behind that big rock, that huge rock I see right down there, and see if we can get a little bit out of the wind. All right, you all, I'll have to go gather some wood to get the fire going, because it's going to take a fire, you guys, to make the charred punk wood. Now what we're going to use today, you all, is an old cookie container that I found here a while back. We're going to put this wood that we're going to char in it. Now you all bear with me, because it is frigid out here, okay? So we've got our punky wood right here, guys. And it doesn't make any difference whether it's wet or not. When you put this in this container, just like that right there. It's punk wood. So you don't have to have a knife to process it, okay? You can just break it up with your hands. I'm going to make enough of it here, you guys, to just show you how this works. That wind is violent, you all. You can see it out there, okay? But we're going to do this right here where we're at, okay? So there's that. The container's got a little hole in the top of it. I put that in there, but the container does not have to have a hole in the top of it, you guys. So now, somebody asked me the other day what kind of saw this was, you all. This is a Agua Canyon saw that my friend Scotty Kinder Outdoors gave me. Oh, buddy Scotty Kinder. So I've got this up off of the ground. Now let me go find some small stuff to put in there. And there's not a lot of twigs in this area right here. Buddy Uncle Sasquatch Outdoors made that knife for me. Tell you one thing, I use it all the time. It's light, keeps its edge. All right guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a piece of char cloth. I'm going to take my flint striker. Find my flint. I just made this flint striker there yesterday, you all, so tested out here in these harsh conditions. I hope you guys can see this. So the wind don't blow that stuff away, you all. All right, so I got the spark. Let's see if we can get it in this cotton to blow. Yeah, look at that. That cotton ain't even catching, you guys. There it goes. Tell you what, you all, that coming out here in the outdoors and doing it like this right here is a whole lot different than in your backyard. That right there, you guys, is the real McCoy. That stuff's so wet. You know, you guys, we ain't got no guarantee we're gonna have fire right there anyway. Now, you guys in Hollywood, this works really good. But you try this out here in the outdoors, guys, like I'm doing. This wood is wet, you all, and it's not really burning really fast. You can tell that right there. All right, you all. I had to find a rock to lay up against that to make it sort of a windbreak, okay? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this can, since we got a real good bed of coals in there now, we're gonna put that can right in the fire right there. All right, you all, you can see a stream of smoke coming out of that hole right there, okay? When that stream of smoke stops coming out of that hole, we have charred punk wood. And you can see that I've got all kind of wood on that fire right there, you guys, but it ain't flaming up because that stuff is wet, okay? That's the way it is in real conditions. Now, could I went and found a cave that I know where it is, you guys, and made this in in a more secure environment where everything was perfect? Absolutely. I could have done that. But what I want to show you is that ain't the way it always is. You don't end up, you guys, in a perfect environment. I was going to make a cup of coffee right here. But that fire, that wood, you all, is so that burn wet. And that's what it looks like in your stove at the house when it ain't seasoned properly, you guys. That stuff is just sitting there moldering. So I'm going to see. I'll show you that char cloth there. Check this wind blowing, you guys. Check that out. See that? That ain't much of a fire, you guys. But that's the way it is in the real outdoors. Imagine if that was a real situation, you guys. In some of these scenarios on wet days like this, if you're dry, you might be better off not to build a fire out in the middle of the woods like that right there. Because all you're going to do is just, the wind's just going to keep chasing you round and round. Because that wood, that fire right there has been trying to be burning you all. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been more than 45 minutes. That's how wet the woods is. That's how frozen and cold it is out here. Now, if I can get that cup of coffee to boil right there, we're going to go around on the other side of this rock somewhere. Ugh. Not very good today. So what I'm going to do, you all, is I'm going to go somewhere where this wind is just not howling like it is, and trying to blow this out. And I'm going to show you the charred material that I just made, and then I'll show you how to catch a spark in it. There's our charred punk, you guys. Now, we're definitely going to go somewhere completely out of the wind before we try to strike a light or to catch a spark in that right there, okay? There's no use in trying to do it in this wind that's blowing right here. Found us a nice little place out of the wind. How I found this nice little place out of the wind, you all, is I found it years ago while I was deer hunting. You can see I've got a piece of carpet in it. Sun shines in it. In a minute we'll look and see what the elevation is. First things first, you guys, let's see if we can take this charred material right here and blow it into flame. I'm not going to build fire here. I have done fired out today, okay? Put that over there. So I got some grass that I found coming down here into this. It's not perfectly, you see how we call it a bird's nest. See that? So what I'm going to do, all right, you guys, the battery went dead. So I had to go back to the drawing board, and I cannot get my can open here. It's cold. Anyway, there's our char cloth can. We're going to take some of this charred material, you guys. A good chunk of it. We're going to put that up on our stone here. I hope you all can see this. You know, that stuff is very, very brittle. but we did catch it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some more extender in this, you guys. All right, you all, there it is. Let you see it burning there. So, you guys, the next time that you're out of charred cloth, okay, take you some punk wood, just like you see me do right there. And put that punk wood in a sealed up can, just like you're making your regular charred cloth. And you can use that instead of charred cloth, you guys. But you seen this morning when I was up on the mountain building that fire to do that. Now, I'll look right here and tell you guys, I was up at 4,000 and some feet there. Let me see what the elevation is right here where we're at, this cave. This is one of my hideouts. Well, won't do it that way, Michael. Don't like that. All right, guys, we're still at 3,340 feet. Okay, that's where we're at right here. So you all, I like to show that stuff in less than perfect conditions, like I was up on top of the mountain there. When you get in that type of a situation, a survival fire is hard to get going, especially if you're using the, you know, all there is out there is everything is wet. Everything is just, the wind is just blowing in every direction. You can't, you know, you can't sit down in front of a camp and camp at the campfire if you've got to continue to get up and get out of the smoke. So, you know, that was an extreme condition this morning where I done that. And I showed that on purpose just to show you that even with all the wood and everything chopped up and gathered up, it takes a lot of good dry heat and wood and fire to get that stuff going. So that's what I was trying to illustrate this morning up on top of the mountain. But I know where this cave is. Like I said, I found it hunting. I've done videos here before. You can see an old tripod that I've left here to do videos with. This cave, you guys, doesn't go anywhere. It just goes right there. I don't see any bear tracks in it, so it usually has water in it, but we've been in such a drought conditions here in the last months that there's no water in the cave, not on that side of it anyway. Now I know there's a little wall on the other side because I've been in there, but this cave right here is very, very dangerous. You don't really want to go in the thing. Anyway, you all, I thank you all so much for watching. God bless you. Have yourself a wonderful weekend.